Fellow Nigerians, behold Nnamdi Kanu versus the federal government. It is very, very unfortunate that of all the things that transpired in court between Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government, Nigerians were interested in how Nnamdi Kanu hit his lawyer in the court. They said he hit the lawyer. Of all the things, the issues, the critical issues that were raised in court, Nigerians were only interested in that part where he pat his lawyer at the back. Some say he hit, he slapped, he assaulted. Of everything that transpired in court. That is why politicians don't rate Nigerians. That is why politicians take you for granted, because you don't focus on the very, very important things. You focus on trivial issues. I call that trivial issues. The judiciary is on trial in Nigeria. The justice system is on trial in Nigeria. It's very unfortunate that Nigerians at this point in time cannot see him, because if it happens to Nnamdi Kanu today, it will eventually happen to you tomorrow. But we Biafrans, we are focused. We are very much focused. Now, the Fulanis have reacted to what happened in court yesterday. I'm very, very concerned about what the Fulanis are going to say about Nnamdi Kanu, because I know of a sure that Tinubu will not release Nnamdi Kanu because he understands the place of the Fulani in holding down Nnamdi Kanu. But he's going to play politics with Nnamdi Kanu, because if Fulani do anyhow, if Fulani look for his trouble, he will not have the reason, the excuse to release Nnamdi Kanu, because the Fulani never ever want to see Nnamdi Kanu released. Never. If Tinubu completes his 8 years, Tinubu is not going to release Nnamdi Kanu. I've said it, and whatever that is going to release Nnamdi Kanu is not a Tinubu. It is a divine orchestration of God. Look at how Trump came in and different things were exposed. They were warning Tinubu, avoid Trump. Avoid Trump. So it is by God's own might that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. You'll be surprised that even a Fulani might be the one to release Mas Nnamdi Kanu. But that's aside. Look at what this Fulani man is saying. He walked under Buhari. He says, Nnamdi Kanu's arrogance is on full display here. It seems he has no respect for others, especially his subordinates. Tapping a grown man aggressively like that and yelling at him, who does he think he is that no one should talk while he is talking? Kanu should know that respect is earned, not forced. One of the reasons why I joined this Biafra agitation, before I supported Igbo nation in Nigeria, just like Azikiwe. But one of the reasons why I joined this agitation is because of Mas Nnamdi Kanu. So he earned respect. I've told you, you left every other thing, issues that were raised in the court yesterday between Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government. Mr. Fulani, you left it and you were focused on that thing you call arrogance. See, everybody have their personal issues. I have said it. If it comes to politics, you don't use emotions to judge anything. If you are using emotions, you are going to get it wrong. Very, very wrong. Very wrong. We know the stand of the Fulani. No Fulani has ever come out to say release Mas Nnamdi Kanu. No Fulani has ever come to say. Anyone that does that under political influence, is being corrected. Fulani as a tribe, minority tribe, doesn't want Nigeria to restructure, whether it is by resource control, whether it's by regionalism, whether it's by balkanization. And you know what Nnamdi Kanu represents in Nigeria? And Sunday go, you know what they represent? That is why they left the very, very important thing, whereby the justice system is persecuting Nnamdi Kanu. The justice system in Nigeria is persecuting. And Apiko have released this man. You keep him in detention. One excuse after the other. Okay, his counsel said we don't want Binta and Nyako to decide over this case. You went and summoned him and bring him back. And the guy is telling you that we have said that we don't want you Binta and Nyako, recuse yourself out of this case. Let other justices take over this. But you people, you are playing politics with somebody's freedom. This man has been incarcerated. You kidnapped him whether you kidnapped him, whether you seized him, whether you arrested him in Kenya, you forcefully took him from Kenya, brought him to Nigeria. After a series of court sessions, after he's been released by court, you decide to hold him. And the political gladiators, they understand that the federal government doesn't want to leave him. The federal government, they are toying with the justice system in Nigeria. I've said it before. See, somebody asked me a question, and that question got to me. I sat down, I was thinking about that question. He said, if Nnamdi Kanu knew that the justice system in Nigeria, or Nigeria is a zoo country, why are you seeking justice from a zoo country? Because he asked me the question, I weak. I sat down for like some minutes and I pondered over it. That's why I made my own resolution that this system, the people that are interested in Nnamdi Kanu's case, are not even the Yoruba politicians. I know Yoruba politicians don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Listen, Yoruba politicians, especially this crop of APC people, they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Fulani generally, whether politicians or ordinary people, don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. You see comment like he's a criminal, do this, do that. But the court is finding it difficult to sentence him now because they don't have what it takes to nail this guy. This guy has proven smart. They don't have what it takes. If they're going to go through any other route, it will be very, very glaring. It will be open for the world to see that Nigeria wants to is toying with their justice system. You see why the guy they para. You need to understand why the guy they para for court. Because you cannot set a law. The judiciary cannot set a law. The country cannot have a law. And the government itself, the judiciary itself will go against the law. If you ask Nigerians now what happened in court, they will not be able to tell you. But they are interested on what will give IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu a bad name. That's what they are interested in. One of the worst set of people are the Southeast politicians, Southeast governors. These people are snakes. It is very clear now they never wanted Nnamdi Kanu to come out. They never wanted Nnamdi Kanu to come out. At all, they never wanted Nnamdi Kanu to come out. And it's very glaring. You see, Binta and Nyako should recuse herself from that case. Yes, she should step aside for other persons to come. That is what is supposed. Nnamdi Kanu was making this statement, was shouting at the top of his voice, and he got interruptions. You know, if you understand the predicament Nnamdi Kanu is going through, very few people can go through that kind of predicament in Nigeria. Despite the fact that he has been arrested, some people think or they thought that he was going to kill his spirit. Instead, the guy is becoming more hotter. They thought that if we hold him down, we do this, we work his mental, whatever, his mental this thing, will subdue him psychologically. But they were surprised that this guy is even becoming a threat to them. He told his lawyers, sit down, I want to speak. These guys have faced betrayals, even from, allegedly, from family. The people in his camp, most of them betrayed him. Look at Samanepa, an example. Why would Nnamdi Kanu not be that arrogant? Because even the people around him, they're not conveying his heart for freedom. They're not doing what he needs to do. Whether he's right or wrong, you see, you are in a jungle system, and it is the brave, the fearless, and the strong that survives in this jungle system. If you go to Slack, if Nnamdi Kanu is Slack, if you just put one sentence on your head, if you don't shout and make noise. You see, one thing I talk about IPB being on the news. First time I'm seeing a handle that has been sharing Biafra news, IPB news, having over 300 something thousand views. A handle. And you know the reach, you know the consciousness. So the guy needs to be so agile in court. Let everybody know what is happening. It is going to go to see, it is publicity. That thing that happened in court is publicity. Whether Nnamdi Kanu is arrogant, that is in-house issue. You understand? Whether Nnamdi Kanu is arrogant or he is so this and that, a Fulani, a bloody Fulani is telling me that Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know who Nnamdi Kanu is to the Igbos? You might not understand. You know, different tribes have their different way of, and a Yoruba man, even though he's going to do bad to you, he will be so calm and humble. A Yoruba man, he wants to kill you, he will still say Kabiyesi. He's not so arrogant, he's not so gaga, he doesn't do gragra. That's the Yoruba for you. You need to understand people and their different tribes. An Igbo man stand by you, my brother. I mean, Igbo man does not pretend. You see, Nigerians want to their own standard. They want it to become your own standard. The way they expect you to their own. You people have been having your standard of governance, your standard of leadership, how a leader is supposed to behave, how he is not supposed to behave. You have been having that standard for a very, very long time. Where has it taken Nigeria to? I'm not defending Nnamdi Kanu's outburst in the court. The one I'm defending is that let's focus on the very, very important issues. All those ones that are trivial issues, we'll take care of it in the days or years to come. This guy, God is using this guy, is a voice standing, speaking up for the freedom of Africa. You see, your country, you people play politics. This one, after 8 years, now north. After north, now south. After north, now south. This is the kind of things you are going to do, and there will be no significant progress. Look at Congo. Congo should be the richest country in Africa and in the world. But because of the leaders have become puppets for some people in Europe, some people in Obodo Ibo, the system has been flawed with all their resources. Ordinary Rwanda, a smaller country is riding on Congo. Ordinary Rwanda. Congo has your phone. This phone I'm using now to record this. There's something in it that you get from Congo. But because they lost it, their priorities were not right. They lost their leadership. Rwanda is collaborating with the Western world to subjugate their fellow African country. So that is the kind of politics you want to be playing in Nigeria, whereby your children will become perpetual slaves. Perpetual slaves, living in mansion, living in AC, driving cars. Perpetual slaves. That's what you want. And an average Igbo man, if he stands by you, you need to trust an Igbo man if he's going to be with you. If he's not going to be with you, he will tell you straight to the face. He's going to tell you straight to the face. An Igbo man does not rely on manipulation except for business. But normally, he does not rely on for his relationship with you on a personal basis. He cannot pretend to you. Just know that of an Igbo man. That shout is shouting for that lawyer. You might see it as intimidating, but amongst these Igbo people, they see that this guy is venting his anger, like he's frustrated. The guy, these people are, this injustice must stop. Please let me speak. This injustice must stop. You have a law and you refuse to go by your law, and you're trying to bring me here to waste my time, blah blah blah. After staying in incarceration, JSS custody, the man still, his spirits are high, and he's making that statement. The lawyer came out that lawyer that was tapped on the back came out and said, Nnamdi Kanu told us not to represent him again because he wants to speak for himself, because he has been betrayed by family. I have said it before. DOS, we are asking DOS question. When Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, seized, or abducted from Kenya, within the days that he was incommunicado, within the days that he was incommunicado, the DOS, people that were with him, could not tell Biafrans the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu. They could not give Biafrans the update of Nnamdi Kanu. It was the federal government under Malami, they were speaking Hausa, that we have caught Nnamdi Kanu. You know what they were speaking? Hausa. It has a meaning. We the Fulani have caught Nnamdi Kanu. Although Hausa is not Fulani language, but I've told you that Hausa Fulani is like their soulmates, their lovers. So, US, many, this guy has been betrayed. So you expect him to want it. He will sit down and the lawyers, This one will do this one will do that one. The normal Nigerian system. He doesn't want to work with the Nigerian system because the Nigerian system will not give him justice. I blame those people that betrayed Nnamdi Kanu. I blame them. So it is not a Nigerian thing to speak truth to power. It is not a Nigerian thing. When you speak truth to power, you become arrogant. It is not a Nigerian thing to speak truth to power. When you speak truth to power, you become arrogant. So whatever that transpired in court, Nigerians will see it as arrogant. They forget that it is the same justice system that they will pass through one day. Look at how Shore came to court in solidarity visit or support for Nnamdi Kanu. I might not trust Shore, but I believe in Shore more than P2B on issues concerning Biafra. Shore has been up and doing, whether it's a political, tactical, whether he's playing politics, so Shore has been consistent in asking for Nnamdi Kanu's release. And when you saw that video where Shore did that the DSS wanted to collect his phone and blah blah, he has altercation with the DSS. P2B has not, although he has said that Biafra is a thing of the past. So anything concerning Biafra no concern P2B because they are looking for Nigerian relevance. Okay, P2B become president for the next 8 years. After 8 years, what will be the change, or what somebody else will come? I have told you that everybody have their agenda. The agenda of the Fulani is different from your agenda as a Yoruba man and as an Igbo man or as an Ijo or Southern man. Everybody have their agenda. This country, we are not focused on one direction. If this president comes from this region, he take us to another direction. Another president comes from another region, he take it to another direction. This one come today, we go back. That one come today, we go front. Why not support or fight for Biafra, where you know that it is just one thing, the liberation? If Biafra start existing now, you see so many replica of liberations amongst the continent. One of the reasons I said it, why they don't want to release Nnamdi Kanu, because these two where we see so will not release Nnamdi Kanu. Take it to the bank. If he releases Nnamdi Kanu, the Fulani will not care. They will release their full wrath on Tinubu. If he ever releases Nnamdi Kanu, that's when you see that Buhari will turn against Tinubu. Buhari, you see so. If he ever releases Nnamdi Kanu, he will turn against Tinubu. That is my speculation, my opinion, my analysis. The only person that can stop Tinubu in Nigeria today is Buhari. At least he can galvanize the votes of the north. And the southwest will not be enough for Tinubu to win any election. It is not even Atiku, it's not even Erufai. The stupid following, not that are following Buhari till today. I don't know how he was able to do it. The Buhari that we are seeing now, because there's an issue with the Buhari of today. The only place that can stop. So if Tinubu without provoke, if the Fulani provoke Tinubu, they don't want him to complete his second year, he might have the justification to become angry to release Nnamdi Kanu. But if the Fulani does not do anything tangible to stop him, and he releases Nnamdi Kanu, then I go no. The people will be saying, this Fulani, they don't want anything restructuring, like any kind of, in whatever, any kind of restructuring is a threat to the Fulani. Any kind of restructuring is a threat to the Fulani. So this Tinubu will not release Nnamdi Kanu. It is only the divine hand of God that will create a situation whereby Nnamdi Kanu will be released. You might be even surprised that it might be a Fulani person under his regime that he has no choice. They say, Moses, tell Pharaoh to let my people go. The good Pharaoh died now. It was even the evil Pharaoh that God forced his hand to let Biafra go, or the children of Israel go. God forced his hand. So if you're having I've given you reasons why Tinubu will not release Nnamdi Kanu. I've given you reasons. I will keep on repeating the reasons so that we enter into our subconscious mind. I've told you, if you are running an agitation, don't use emotions and follow it. All these one people are saying Nnamdi Kanu hit lawyer. He's not supposed to be. He's not blah blah blah. He's not blah blah blah. We are not. We have gone past that stage. We have gone past that stage. We are no more in that noise making. Where we are now is release this guy. Your court cannot stand on its head and give judgment. Your court cannot go against itself and give judgment. We need to raise the alarm. If the lawyers are doing conventional, we know that the lawyers are best suited to represent Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu should not even stand on that place representing himself. But I've given you reasons why he has been betrayed in the past, and the betrayal is still on. I pity for the kind of Igbo men we have today. I wonder the kind of Igbo men we have today. It is very unfortunate that we're having this kind of people. Igbo men. I used to read of Igbo men those days, and I come and I see Igbo men all around me because I'm Igbo men, Igbo leaders, and I see the way they behave and they do their things. I said, wow. Nnamdi Kanu made a statement. If not, I'm divinely instructed to fight for Biafra. Igbo men are one of the worst people. Let me. They are strong-headed people. Strong-headed. Focus on the goal. The goal is the courts in Nigeria cannot victimize Nnamdi Kanu according to their rules. Don't bend the rules. That's the goal. If you want to release Nnamdi Kanu, release him because he has been released. Nnamdi Kanu told them, don't beg for me. Don't go and beg for my release. I'm a free man. I'm not guilty of any crime. Anybody has his mouth to say he's guilty. But I've made my explanation about Nnamdi Kanu a very long time. I don't think I need to repeat myself again. Let me just do 1 minute. If the day you start fighting for your freedom, that's the day they will tag you a terrorist.
Hi guys, thank you very much for watching this video to the end. People must surely say something, you understand? Every single person that observed what happened on Monday understand that the man was frustrated with the whole thing. You get? You think it's easy for someone to stay in one place, just stay in a room for 2 days. You see, how all this situation looks like. But this one self is even a different case. Now this man understand everything before your very eyes, and they turn, things upside down. I understand that the lawyer will not be angry with what happened because normal. I don't think Nnamdi Kanu will actually hurt or pat him in such a way and all that. You see, the guy is already, angry with the whole thing. You understand? I believe the lawyer did not even take it to heart. So I don't know. Wait till come make you call the drink Panadol for another person headache. So my people, now here we drop on for yes. Share your thought below in the comment section. Thank you and bye for now.